Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degenerate. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS. And so here I am recording this on Monday, June 17th during market hours. And Workhorse is down a little over 20% so far on the day at a price right around $2.36, which might seem kind of high considering what they were trading at just a few days ago. But that's actually because they did carry out a 1 for 20 reverse split, as you can see here, and the price that it closed at on Friday last week was $3 a share. And I was actually hoping that it might be forming a double bottom here, with the lows over here being exactly $3 a share. But as it turns out, we did gap down, and now we do have this gap to the upside. To fill it would be going to $3 a share. And yeah, so I was just looking at the chart trying to figure out a level that it might be finding some support at. And I do have this parallel channel, or this trend channel drawn on the chart, as well as a downtrend in yellow. So I'll go over those. And also I'm going to go over a couple Fibonacci retracements. One of those is an extension that I do think will shed some light on where the bottom could be. And I do think that there will be a bottom formed soon, but I do think it is going to be at a lower price than what we're currently seeing. And so here, if I just adjust the axis there to be automatically fit, we can see this downtrending channel that we have traded in since going back to, let's see, September 21st of last year. There was a little bit of a gap down here, and then following that we have been residing in this channel for the most part. Did get a few candles going above it, but could not hold. And so I think that this is a really nice example of when it's in the red, that's kind of dip buying territory. When it's in the blue, that's a good time to trim. And with that being said, we did break down into the red, but considering this is a downtrending channel, you want to make sure that you wait for the bottom of the channel, because if you do buy it right at the top, price can go down a lot more, and then the upside may not be as significant because, like I said, it is downtrending. And so coming down to the base of that channel would be around a price of $1.81 or so, at least coming down to $2 a share. So far on the day, we saw a low of $2.16, which is actually a pretty interesting level I'll go over in just a second with, I believe, the Fibonacci extension does, perhaps coincide with some support there. But then I also do have this yellow downtrend that's based on these two pivot lows, one being the low from October 3rd of last year, and the other one being the low from February 8th. And so connecting those 2 points, it does look like we got a bounce here when we hit $3 a share going up, and we may be coming back down to that level. And so the two Fibonacci retracements that I wanted to do are really just based on this time frame, and I do think they will be shedding some light on, the possibility of us having found support, although it could be associated with a bear flag before we continue lower to find more solid support at the base of the channel before going up to the top, and that could represent a very nice swing. And so doing a Fibonacci extension, I'm just going to go from the high here at 818, coming down to $3 a share, and then up to the highs here. All right, so I've got all of those levels marked to the penny, the pivot highs over here, as well as the low. And from that, we can see that the 618 from that Fibonacci extension is at a price of $2 and just about 25 cents. We did pierce that today, but we are currently trading above it. So I'm curious to see if 225 does act as support, but if it does it look more like a bear flag and like price will be going lower, or does it look like we might be getting a bounce to test the middle of that downtrending channel? And then the other level to the downside that we can see here is the 786. That's at a price of right around $1.38. That seems like a little bit of a stretch, at least for the time being. Maybe by the end of the month we're around there, but I think that we might be finding a bottom before then associated with a higher price. And so that is the Fibonacci extension. I am just going to color that orange so we don't get it confused with the next Fibonacci that I'm going to do, which is just a standard retracement. And I am going to do that from the low here up to the high here. And so this should give us an idea of where a bottom might be associated with the 1618 extension. All right, and so just taking a step back, that actually looks like price could be coming down to, yeah, right around 150. So here it's marked at 148.6. That is just above the orange 786 from the extension. So I do think that, both of those levels could coincide with, by the end of the month, finding a bottom around the base of not only this downtrending channel, but also finding this downtrend as support. And from there, let's see here, if we do draw an extension basically from this channel, just being approximate here, if I'm just extending that to see where it would go, just to give us an idea of the type of upside move that we could see if we do test these levels down here, let's say by the end of the month, that could represent about over 100% swing to the upside. Here it looks like 160 or so, going from the bottom of that channel to the top of it. So, while it does seem like it is at a discounted price now with the big drop that we've seen, I think that price will continue to go lower, and I do think that we will be seeing prices below $2 a share in the next week, perhaps this week. So I'd brace for that, and I would wait for prices to hit between $2 and $1.50, maybe $1.40, before thinking that the bottom is in that a nice upside swing from the bottom to the top could be at play. So that's what I would be looking for, but those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.